Okay, I looked around for some work from home jobs that will train you, give you equipment, and start in the next few weeks and found these 3 opportunities. Let's dig into them. So Mercury Insurance is looking for a customer support specialist. This job is full-time remote anywhere within the United States. I did not see any location restrictions. And they have 3 openings for this particular opportunity. So they're going to train you in this job. They tell us the next training class start date is July 6, 2026 and consists of 4 weeks of paid training. So that's going to be your first day of work. So training is Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific time zone hours. After training, they offer a fixed schedule of 40 hours per week, which includes a Saturday shift. So there are 2 things you need to be okay with here: daytime training and working on Saturdays. So this job is all about customer service, where you'll provide knowledgeable answers to customer inquiries regarding policy coverage, deductibles, billing, claims, and general account details. So if you have a high school diploma or equivalent and you can type at least 30 words per minute, check out this opportunity. They prefer you have some college education. That's just preferred, it's not required, and they tell us it's a plus you have prior experience working in a remote environment. You need all your typical soft skills you need for just about every job, including you're proficient with Word, Excel, and Outlook, and you're comfortable doing data entry. Now, as far as the salary, as we go up this job description a little bit, they tell us if you live in the states of California, New Jersey, New York, Washington, Hawaii, Alaska, Maryland, Connecticut, Rhode Island, or Massachusetts, they'll pay you $21 per hour. And all other states in the United States, they'll pay you anywhere from $17.25 up to $19.25 per hour. And that depends on where you live, so take a look at your screen here, correlate your state with the salary indicated. So next up, we have a health and benefits call center agent customer service representative with the company Inspira Financial. This job is full-time remote. However, it looks like they're only hiring in 19 states within the United States. So fingers crossed, hopefully you live in one of the states you see on this job description. And if you live within a 90-minute radius of the company's Oak Brook, Illinois headquarters, you're required to adhere to the company in-office work guidelines of 4 days per month minimum from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So this is a call center customer service kind of position where you'll be accountable for helping account holders understand how their healthcare reimbursement accounts work. You'll explain how benefits and policies work so account holders know how to get the most of their individual plans. So yep, this job is all about customer service. Now they will train you in this job. Training starts July 27th, 2026. It's paid training. It is a mandatory training, and it is expected to last about 6 weeks. And they tell us there's a product exam at the end of training. A passing score of 85% is required to continue to hold this position. Training will be Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. Central Time Zone hours. You don't have to live in the Central Time Zone. You do have to live in one of the states I showed you at the beginning of this job description. So just translate your local hours to these hours. In fact, they do show the translation of these hours. And then after training, your hours will be 12:30 p.m. Central Time to 9 p.m. Central Time. You don't have to live in the Central Time Zone. Again, they show the translation for those hours. And they also provide equipment with this position. I know I saw it on this job description. Oh, yep, right here. They tell us if offered this position, equipment will be provided. And that equipment consists of a docking station, headset, keyboard, laptop, monitor, and mouse. So if you have a couple years experience in customer service and a couple years call center experience, you're comfortable using computers, you can de-escalate and handle member issues without utilizing a supervisor, you're a really good communicator, and you're able to work 10:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. Central Time Zone hours, check out this opportunity. Now they tell us they prefer, but they don't require. They prefer you have a basic understanding of medical and reimbursement terminology. Now if you're not familiar with that terminology, in the description area, I have a link to a really good free resource where you can pick up that terminology. And they also want you to be available to work overtime. And as far as the salary, they tell us they'll pay you $18.50 per hour. Now that is non-negotiable, so you need to be okay with making $18.50 an hour for this position. So our last job is also with Inspira Financial. This one is for a retirement and wealth call center agent. This job is very similar to the one I just shared. It is full-time, it is remote. They're hiring in these 19 states you see on your screen right now. They'll give you all the equipment you need. And they'll give you paid training, which starts June 29th, 2026. So that's basically going to be your first day of work. The training will last about 7 weeks, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Central Time Zone hours. And then after training, you'll work Monday through Friday, 11:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time Zone hours. You don't have to live in the Central Time Zone. Just translate your local hours to those hours as long as you live in one of the 19 states you saw at the beginning of this job description. You also work Saturdays, 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central Time Zone hours with 1 day off during the week. And I believe they also want you to work overtime in this position. So this is a call center job where you'll handle a high volume of incoming and outgoing client phone calls, respond to email, voicemail, and chat inquiry, while assisting clients in ensuring that all required forms are fully completed. You'll handle troubleshooting inquiries regarding web and online issues and provide educated answers regarding IRAs and IRS codes. So you'd be a really good fit for this job if you have a couple years experience in customer service and call center. No degree is required for this position, and you're comfortable taking up to 50 calls per day. And you know what? That's really not a whole lot. 50 calls a day? That's only about 6 calls per hour. They prefer, but they don't require, they prefer you're familiar with health reimbursement accounts such as flexible spending accounts, healthcare savings accounts, and COBRA. They also prefer you're familiar with retirement accounts and IRS rules and regulations. They prefer you're familiar with Salesforce, Service Cloud, and they prefer you're bilingual. And those things are just preferred, they're not required. And as we scroll down to the bottom of the job description, they tell us they'll pay you a non-negotiable salary of $18.50 per hour. So hopefully one of these work-from-home jobs that start in either June or July works out for you. And if you're looking for more easy work-from-home jobs, you can find some in this video right here. And hang in there, guys. Your job is out there. All we have to do is find it, and we can make that easier if you come back to this channel on a regular basis. I post work-from-home job leads almost every day of the week, sometimes a couple of times a day. So thank you so much for visiting. I truly appreciate your support, and I'll meet you on the next job lead.